Well, thank you. We decided that we like doing this type of general address to give you a sense of what the formation is like for the boys. It does occur a couple hours into the day. Obviously, we're following a modified schedule tonight so that you can get to as many of the classes as possible without having to deal with the ABC rotation. So we will have a couple of comments about how to accommodate the doubling up that some of you are experiencing. But I want to welcome you tonight. It has been just a wonderful start to the school year. We're really excited by a lot of the things that are going on around here. The energy has been extremely positive. The boys seem to be really adjusting well to the new schedule and to their course loads. We also have a number of new faces in new roles, and I would like to be introducing them to you right now. Not everyone, but just the ones that are going to be directly probably working with you as it relates to school stuff this evening or sometime soon. Mr. Jerkovich is still in the role as middle school director. So those of you who have middle school sons, please make sure that you get a chance to see Mr. Jerkovich and hear from him at 8:10 tonight. Mr. Rome has moved out of the classroom as a Spanish expert to our Dean of Students role. Mrs. Michelle Mechtel is our Director of Academic Life. And Mr. Brian Edel has taken on the role as the director of upper school. And so his focus is going to be on the day in, day out operations of the 9-12 programming. We're pretty excited because not only are we implementing the new schedule, and we have a bunch of new faculty and staff that are really excited about working with your sons. We've also had a few changes just to the physical environment around school that maybe you haven't noticed, or maybe you will, but I'd encourage you, if you get a chance, to take a look at them. The chapel is in phase 1 of a renovation. What we did in there is fix the lighting. It looks absolutely gorgeous in there. Some painting and new ceiling tiles are in there, and we're in the process of getting a crucifix and some potentially a mural when the doors slide open. So it'll be a really nice addition to the chapel there. So take a look in there if you haven't been in there. In the library space, you will notice that we have readjusted where the books are and how they're set up, and we're really trying to encourage the boys to come and use that space for more individual and group study. So we've emphasized more the space for use by our students. And then finally, college counseling and guidance. We know that that is one of the things that is really important that we do around here in preparing our boys for the next steps. And with the addition of another college guidance counselor, we decided to really emphasize that work. And in the space that's right up off of the court on the second floor, we've opened a new college guidance center where all of our college guidance staff is housed, and it really will serve as a clearinghouse for those services. So take a peek in there as you're walking around tonight. It's a nice new space, and we have seen the boys already taking good advantage of it. Obviously, any night when we get a large group, we do always have a little bit of a pitch about institutional advancement, just reminding you and new families what the purpose of those offices up there are, why we have an institutional advancement office. That office is slated with the task of advancing the mission of St. Thomas Academy and making sure that we're still available to provide the services and education that we have for 131 years. David Hottinger over here is our Director of Institutional Advancement, and I know he would love to chat with you if you pull him aside. He's an alum from the class of 1985. They have 3 areas of work that are really important. The first one is around communications. Every year you get 3 magazines that come that are produced in-house, the Sabre, that feature elements about our school as well as news about our boys and our alumni. It's a really well done magazine. The second piece is that we keep, in that regards to communication, is our website and the social media. We've been trying to engage more on the social media front. So you'll see our Instagram page is getting more regular updates, Facebook, Twitter, I don't know what will be the next one that emerges, but we thankfully have a young alum who's now also helping Mrs. Culbertson with that. The third piece is alumni news and alumni relations. That's a really important part. We're very proud as alums of this school. And one of those pieces is that it's really full spectrum, from keeping people appraised of developments in life, letting the community know when some of our older alums pass on, and also offering programming and opportunities for our former students when they become graduates, such as our internship program that we offer to college sophomores, which is a very unique program, and hopefully will be still going on as your sons continue to progress in their college careers. We have a number of events coming up. We have Grandparents' Day on October 5th, the Taste of STA, which is a free event, on October 6th, the Veterans Day ceremony on October 11th. We have STA Give Day, which is a huge part of our fundraising efforts, that will be on November 16th. And you'll hear a lot more about that as we go through, as we get closer to it. And then the auction will be having its kickoff very shortly, and I'm proud to publicly announce the 3 sets of chairs. And if you're here, just maybe make yourself be known. Brad and Jackie Wingus, Todd and Eva May, and Morgan and Celine Donahue. So this is a huge undertaking. Please thank them for undertaking that effort. Institutional Advancement also does a lot of work raising money for scholarships and financial aid, which is either done through annual fundraising or through estate gifts, and they've helped really with all the work in terms of both the renovations that you see here, the Flynn Hall addition, so small projects and big projects. We're excited. We're going to be trying to build a maker space, kind of a fab lab, over in the upper level of the middle school next summer. So that's one of the areas where we're going to be focusing our efforts at fundraising this year as well. There are a number of ways to get involved. For those of you who are current families, you know that this is a community for you as well. It becomes a part of your life. It becomes a part of your family's life. And there are a couple of groups that help make that happen. The Father's Club and the Mother's Club had tables down as you came in. Hopefully you saw that. If not, please avail yourselves of those groups. A great group of guys and great group of gals who help make this place tick. And it's a great way to get to know your son's friends' parents. I also would just let you know that we are constantly looking. You are best ambassadors for this school. So if there aren't things that are going the way that you expected or you wish, please let me know. Please let any of our team know. We want you to be able to speak proudly about having your son here at St. Thomas Academy. We want you to spread the good word of the work that we do, because we know that we're the best school for boys in the area. So with that, I would like to introduce Mr. Edel for a couple of quick words. Thank you, and thanks for coming tonight.
Good evening, everyone. I'll be brief because we have a little bit of time remaining. I want to make sure to get Eric and Michelle an opportunity to speak to you. I just want to thank you all for being here tonight as we celebrate back to school night. I think it's very fitting that we are gathered here in the court together like we do every day at formation time with the boys. Formation time at STA is a very special time at the Academy. It's a time where we come together as a community. We pray and we pledge, we share and recognize our accomplishments, we celebrate our many victories, we laugh and we find time to joke. But most of all, we find time to get together daily and decide who we want to be and what we want this institution to be. We do that together, and I think that's probably the most powerful thing that we do here at STA. And it's one of the things that left the biggest impression on me as I came here 6 years ago, hoping to become a part of it. I want to thank you all again for being here tonight, for sharing your sons with us. We're so very excited about the school year, as Matt mentioned. We have the new schedule rolled out. We've been hearing very positive things from families, especially from the students. Thank you, seniors. And we look forward to working with you and your sons during the school year and during your time here at STA. So with that, I wanted to introduce Michelle Mechtel, our Director of Academic Life.
Thank you. I just wanted to echo the gratitude for you being here and sharing your sons with us every day. I joined the Academy in July, and it has been a wonderful start to the school year thus far. I am so appreciative of the gifts and the laughs and the smiles that your sons share each and every day. It is truly an amazing place, and an amazing community, and it is all because of you. So truly, thank you. If you need anything from me, academics or schedule-wise, please make sure to give me a call or email me. My office is in the main office. I would love to see you, talk to you at any time. With that, your schedule today, for those of you who have duplicate, if there are 2 classes in one period, for example, 6A and 6C, please make sure you try to attend a leadership period. And if you are the parent of a freshman, the health period, please attend those. Otherwise, there will be 10 minutes at the end of the evening, about 8:20, that you can stop by a classroom to meet a teacher or pick up any materials from that class that you may have missed. They're typically elective classes. So thank you again for being here, and Mr. Eric Rome will say a few words as well.
Thank you. I started here in 1997, and I've wanted to have this job ever since, so I'm very honored to be here as a Dean of Students. The way I guess I can best describe my job as it pertains to your son is that I exist in the hub of the center of all the things that happen, the coaches, the teachers, the moderators, the other administrators, and my job is to act as a conduit to get what he needs from those people if he's having struggles or joy as well. So if you sense anything with your son throughout the school year where you don't think things are going the way they ought to, I please first ask you advocate that he advocates for himself, but ultimately I would love a phone call or some communication so I can help you through and your son through anything that he may need. So, and I'm also the one who decided, those of you who have been here for a while have better context for this, to bring back cookies on Thursday for one day. So make sure your sons have dollar bills for Thursday and they'll have cookies that day. Okay? Are we just moving on? Is there any last thing, or are we waiting for a bell to ring, or we just say?
Dismiss the third period.
So typically these guys here then would just dismiss you all, so go ahead.